Welcome to Doing Learning, everybody. It's me, McKyler, and I got my co-host, Daniel, with me tonight.
There you go. There you go. I was like, where is it?
Do I have to say the whole thing every time?
Maybe?
Is there like a script?
Well,
oh my gosh.
You didn't say to like,
say hi to the folks,
There
Daniel.
we go. See?
Okay.
Hi, folks.
I hope this is not indicative of how the rest of the thing's going to go, because I'm going to need your help, Daniel. Because this one, I'm a little bit out of my element on. So we're going to breach into the unknown a little bit here.
Okay.
I've been on a real hot streak for doing historical episodes and stories, and we are going to do some of that today, for sure. But I wanted to do something else and just like get into the like how things work and just like a weird thing. So
like how it works, kind of like the TV show.
Like that, except for not how it's made.
Oh, how it's made. That's the show. How it's made.
I guess. No, it's not gonna work. Daniel, do you believe
in magic,
in the power of your own being, your own mind? Would you consider yourself to have a strong mental resolve?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I should just ask you if you have experience with this. Daniel, have you ever experienced the placebo effect?
Yes.
Have you?
I believe so.
That you can think like you actively know, you remember?
Like that I thought that I was being given the right thing, but it was just a placebo?
No. Or it's kind of the opposite of that.
I don't know, maybe not.
If I'm understanding you right, I think you got that backwards. Placebo effect is the expectation that something is going to really it has a lot to do with health, but we could talk later about how it expands to other things.
Okay.
But how just the expectation of something healing and helping you in terms of medicine, honestly, right, can actually heal and help you. So it's I think what you said was I got the medicine, but then it didn't work. Is that what you told me?
No. It's like you got the medicine, but it was a fake medicine, but you thought it was a real medicine and it worked.
Yes. Okay. That is right. I will take you one little step further.
Okay.
And just to tease the subject a little bit.
Oh, that placebos weren't the subject?
No, that is the subject, but it's weirder than that.
Okay.
So we all know the idea of, oh, hey, just here's your just take this, your headache will go away. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. It also works if I tell you, Daniel, this is a placebo. It is not an active medicine. It will make your headache go away. And you took it. It will help your headache go away.
You telling me it's not going to make it go away makes it go away?
No, I'm telling you that it's not. I'm telling you this is a placebo.
Yeah.
This is a sugar pill. You can know full and well that your medicine is a placebo and still get the effect of what you're trying.
No.
Yes, you can.
No. No.
This is really amazing.
This is like you trying to convince me like this apple, clearly red, is blue.
I know, but your brain. This is what's weird. Is like, I feel like this is like the most human thing that we could talk about, and we'll kind of get into a little bit later, right? The poetry of it.
But
at the same time, it's so. It like is disembodying of just like, Daniel, you are not your brain.
What? What do you
know
mean?
What I mean? Like,
no, I don't.
You don't exist in your brain. You know what I mean? Like you are Daniel, and your brain is a part of you.
No. How do I not exist in my brain?
No, I mean, your self is separate from like the neurons in your brain. That's just like the engine.
You're talking about the soul here?
I'm talking about yourself. Like how Daniel can you know, but your brain, we're skipping ahead. They did these tests in like while people were getting CT scans,
Mm-hmm.
and you could be like, "Hey Daniel, remember that thing, the placebo that I gave you? It's time to take it and whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Your brain will respond and make the proper chemicals to do like to relieve pain is a like one of the big ones.
Okay.
Your brain will respond and start taking care of that. It's like you can see it happening. It's measurable.
Okay.
So it's like you can know it, but your brain will also just do it anyway.
I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around the whole my brain is not me or whatever. What did you say?
You are not your brain?
I'm not my brain?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like, I guess I'm trying to think of terms that I would understand. Like a Mini Cooper
Okay.
is a Mini Cooper
Uh-huh.
even if you K-swap it.
What is that? Is that dumb of me to not know?
The engine. Like if you swap the Mini Cooper engine for a K20 series engine, it's still a Mini Cooper, but there's a different engine.
I suppose.
Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like I'm the Mini Cooper, but my brain is like something else.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's kind of close enough. I just like you can have meta-aware thoughts. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't.
You can operate and do things that your brain like disagrees with,
like fear.
Yes. Like
okay.
Bravery.
Okay.
Yes. Like,
okay.
You are being brave. Your brain is telling you fear.
Like run.
Well, along with like adrenaline and stuff like that, which is doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Whatever. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a physiologist. I don't know nothing. I'm not a doctor. Maybe we should have started with that. This is not medical advice. This is not medical advice. I just think it's weird. So that's what I'm getting at, right? Is like you can be brave despite your brain telling you that this is a dangerous thing. You should not do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay. So we're going to holistic medicine. Let's go.
It's not even that, though. It's not even that. It's not even. I mean, okay. Let's just get into it a little bit because I still don't get it.
Yeah.
I still don't get it. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's just a crazy, and we don't fully understand it. And it's actually somewhat kind of newer science. Mm-hmm. So like the term placebo wasn't even coined or used until like the 60s. Even though there were dudes in the 1700s, there was a real famous doctor who he I'll have to get his name. It's not right in front of me here, but he was really good. He was really famous. And so he was busy all the time. And so he famously, he wrote it in his journal. He's like, I would give people medicines because they expected me to give them medicines, even though he's like, they had no active ingredients in them. And he was probably just flat lying to them. They'd be like, hey, can I have a pill for my headache? And he's like, yep, here you go. This is a headache pill. And it was like, who knows what? There's probably a whole bunch of nothing in there or very, 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 very little active ingredient. And it was back when medicine kind of didn't work anyway. But because they had the expectation that he was helping them.
Yeah.
And they were going through the ritual of, here's how it works. I don't feel good. I go to the doctor. The doctor gives me something. That something makes me feel better. There's like that expectation.
Right.
And so just by going through the motions of it, your brain goes, okay, something is supposed to happen here and it's supposed to make me feel better. And so it does that.
So can I do that to myself?
Yeah,
so like
theoretically, yeah.
So what you're saying is like, let's just say I develop a cavity, but then I'm like, this candy right here, if you eat this candy, it's going to take your cavity away. So you eat more candy and you trick your brain that this candy is going to take away your cavity.
No. So,
I mean, it worked for Willy Wonka. I mean, remember that scene where his dad told him like, how long has it been since you've brushed your teeth or whatever floss? And he's like, never. And he's like, perfect teeth.
Yes. Touche, Daniel. Yes, it's just like that.
I'm just saying.
We'll discuss that maybe a little bit in the future.
Okay.
Of just how far you can take this.
Okay.
But I will say, in part of the history and the research of how we learned more about this is that it works. It's way more effective for things like pain, nausea,
Okay.
like aches, like those kind of things. It's not for things like I need my hand to regrow because it got cut off, or it's not going to fix cavities or cure cancer, like things like that. They're kind of in a different category. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like having a headache is not the same thing as your cells replicating in a way that they're not supposed to. Like there's a really big difference between that, right? So maybe that's not a question. Maybe that's a statement. But there is, and gotcha. So that was kind of early on what they really focused on. We were really ahead of ourselves. So let me take you back a little bit. Let's go. Let's kind of build it back up. Let me take you back to I got to pull it. You haven't taken me back actually like that in a while. I've been doing that to you lately.
I took you back.
Well, you took me back in time, but you didn't like back me up in the middle of the episode.
And like backtrack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's been a little bit, but I keep doing that to you. So I'm doing it to you right now.
Maybe it's your thing, not my thing. And you keep pawning it over.
I'm taking it over.
You're like,
I'll just keep blaming it on
placeboing me right now.
Yeah, I got you. Placebo is just the term for. Oh,
it's the new Mandela.
Yeah.
Placebo's
and we're just gonna shoehorn it into everything I don't understand. I think that sounds right.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Daniel. The word placebo is actually Latin for "I shall please," which is nice.
Placebo. Placer. Yeah. Okay. I can see it.
Okay. Good.
I don't know if it made sense to you guys. It made sense to me.
Daniel's got it figured out. It was originally like one of the main places that it kind of came up first is the Psalms. There's a psalm that when it's translated into Latin, it's whatever. It's "I shall please something by doing this," and what I can't remember exactly all the words of it, but when you translate it to Latin, the verse starts off with placebo.
Okay.
"I shall please." What's interesting is that the term was first used during like way back in ye olden days to describe people that were like hired, or they would like crash funerals, basically.
Wedding crashers? No, wait.
Yeah, they're paid to crash funerals. And so it kind of became synonymous with the fakeness, the sham of here's something that's not real, but it's meant to make you feel better. So, you know what I mean? Like, so if a whole bunch of people show up to the funeral and they're like, "Oh man, Daniel was so cool. Like, just the memories we had with him, just amazing. He was such a good guy." Like all this stuff. Like the people around will probably feel better, just kind of reminiscing in a positive light, even though they had no idea who you were.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of
those
idea.
Are the crashers.
Yes. Okay. The crashers are the placebo.
Okay.
In that case, right?
Yeah.
So they are fake. They are a sham. but they make the situation better. It's kind of weird.
I would be like, who are you?
Yeah, right? I mean, you're like, wow, I didn't know Daniel was so popular. Actually, if Rando showed up to your funeral, I'd be like, yeah,
Makes sense.
Feels right. So that's kind of where it starts. I am gonna skip that.
It's gonna be a little treat later.
So I already alluded to this, but I want to double down on it.
Okay.
Is that the placebo effect is not it's all in your head sort of thing. It's real. There's a physiological, biological response.
Sure. Maybe on your body, not mine.
That's why I'm asking you, like, if you've ever experienced placebo, because I don't know that I have. Maybe I mean, here's an example, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little kid,
okay,
sick at home, and
not possible, but go for
it. Imagine a more impossible situation. I can't.
Anyways, continue.
This is like I don't know, just this is like you bumped your knee or something like that, and your mom kissed it and feel better or something like that. Like that idea. It's like that's a placebo.
You know what? Yes, I know what you mean. Because when my body starts feeling sick, I tell it to stop feeling sick and just feel better.
You're giving yourself a placebo.
Yeah, that's why
you're just like skipping the.
This is why I don't get sick. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, no,
it's not for me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you
makes sense.
So you're in. You're back in.
I am the placebo.
You are your own placebo. You am placebo.
I am placebo.
You am placebo. Okay, so we know people in the 1700s. We're doing the historical part, and then we'll talk about how the heck they actually kind of work. What we know about them. So in the late 1700s, this was becoming more and more popular. The idea of administering placebos and handing them out. This is also we talked about it a little bit at the World's Fair.
Yep.
Which would be in another 100 years. So you can imagine 100 years earlier what people were trying to get away with in terms of selling sham medicines that people swore that they worked. Maybe some of them did because of the placebo effect. So this is very fun. In 1784, one of the very, very first experimental tests to test the placebo effect was administered by none other than Benjamin Franklin, who I don't think has come up in the podcast yet. Now that I think about it, has he come up? Benjamin? Ben Frank? Benny Francis?
I think I don't
know.
I don't think I've exclusively talked to him, but I think I throw him some shade sometimes.
For what reason? I don't remember. You're not a Ben fan?
Was he the one that did not like Hamilton?
I don't know. Is this from the play?
Yeah.
I've never actually seen that.
Come on, dude.
Somebody text Daniel about Ben Franklin. Whatever.
Discord. I'm on it right now.
That was it. I did not plug anything very well. Good job, Daniel.
Just so you guys know, if you guys really, really want to be, I'm gonna plug it in right now. The Discord. I am always on it when we do our episodes now. So if you guys want to like a sneak preview of like what we're talking live, I will
Daniel,
be like
I might get on and message you a little bit.
Yeah. So if you guys want to chit chat and maybe poke around get some hints on what the next episode is, I'll drop some hints.
You'll have to guess when we're recording though.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. It's Thursday evenings. Usually. At what time?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? That's right. Anyway,
Discord is free to join.
It's free. It's cool. Daniel's there being cool.
Sometimes I upload pictures. We see.
Oh, of all the secret stuff we're cooking up, Daniel.
All the secret stuff.
Oh, now the folks are interested.
What is it? Discord.com/doing learning.
I don't think It is.
It's not.
You're gonna have to just go to. It's in the description, episode descriptions. It's also in our Instagram link tree. So there you go.
All right, that's enough.
Golly,
that's enough plug. Let's
stop,
keep it
move
rolling.
on. Everybody skip
let's
that.
Go. I hate when
it's like the mid-roll ads. Oh man,
I hate it.
It's terrible.
Skip it. 10 seconds.
Okay. Anyway, we're back. Benjamin, he was part of the Commission of the French Academy of Sciences.
See, that's why, because he was a big French guy.
He was kind of with the French
all the time. Yeah.
So
in Monticello, he was chilling in Monticello.
Is this a lyric from Hamilton?
Yes.
So there was Ben in Monticello. What did chilling
in Monticello?
All right. I haven't seen it, but it sounds interesting. People say it's good.
It's fantabulous, dude. I saw it live.
Wow.
Anyways,
good
continue.
job, Daniel. I'm just gonna say the words. See what you think it is.
Okay.
Animal magnetism.
Animal magnetism.
What would you think that
pheromones.
is? I like that. That sounds really good. That's not what you're talking about here, though.
Oh.
So in the 1700s, there was a group of people going around healing people. There were mesmerizers. So this is different than hypnotism.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. This could be its own episode. I mean, yeah, I just guessed Daniel's next episode. So there was this thing going around where people claimed that they were mesmerists and they would mesmerize you and heal you. You ever seen a hypnotist show?
I mean, I've been at a show.
Yeah. I've only ever been to one, and it was like the day before the first day of college as a freshman.
I think that's what I went to too, but I just happened to be there with a friend. Like I was just passing by and like, hey, there's a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's go, sure.
And I remember it was like really funny and people were doing crazy stuff, but then like the whole time I'm just like, who would be motivated to do crazy stuff other than a college kid?
Yeah.
Who hasn't started school, but is there with all their people who partook in who knows what beforehand.
Exactly.
And they're looking for attention. And so I'm like, okay. And Ben was thinking the same thing. There's no way that this is real. They're like, this is crazy. And so what they did, they set up a blind test. They got a whole bunch of people. They got some mesmerists, and then they got some fake mesmerists. And they're like, okay, go out and heal these people. And you know what they found out?
The exact same thing happened from the fakes and the reals.
They healed the same exact amount of people.
Of course.
Did you hear what I said?
They healed?
They healed the same amount of people. Okay. Now, not everybody was healed, but some of them showed benefit.
Okay. Is this kind of like the whole thing where like some, not to get like religious and anything, but like when they like, oh, this foot's shorter than the other, kind of like, ooh, and like then they fix their foot. Like, have you seen that?
That feels like a really specific example.
They would do that. It's like, oh, like he comes in with a limp and then like bring him out from the crowd and then they like, oh, you just gotta believe. And then they like do it and they're like, and people are like, oh.
To a degree, probably. Yeah. Yeah. That example, I don't know what that comes from, but you should send me that video.
I'll find it and send it.
So then anyway, so they're like, okay, cool. Clearly this is not a thing. However, people were getting healed. So that's interesting. Later on, like 15 years later, 1799, right at the turn of the century, John Haygarth set out to basically do the same thing. There were these really expensive medical tools called Perkins tractors. They were invented by some guy named Perkins.
And Perkins.
So the Perkins tractors, he noticed while doing surgeries or helping people or whatever, that if he had like a metal instrument and touched it to somebody, that he would notice like tremors or something. I don't know. He would like notice their body reacting, and that they would, they basically were like, oh, it's helping. Now my elbow doesn't hurt when you're touching it with the spoon or whatever, right? So he made these really fancy, they're not fancy, they're just like shaped, purposeful pieces of metal that he would take. They kind of look like a chopstick, honestly, with like one end's really fat though. So kind of like I don't know, like a big long teardrop.
Oh, okay,
and so
okay.
they would take that
Yeah.
and like touch it to whatever, like they touch it to your tooth if you had a toothache, or they touch it to your knee if you had a knee ache, or whatever, right? And he was selling those to people at the equivalent of $500 today. So they're really expensive.
Oh,
And so like people like George Washington supposedly had a set, which is weird. It's interesting.
okay.
But like only rich people were doing it.
I mean, he also had wooden teeth, right?
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
He's an interesting fellow. Yeah, he's all kinds of weird stuff. So Haygarth was like, okay, this is crazy. This is not real. So he set out to do the same kind of experiment that Ben Frank did.
Mm-hmm.
And
With the mesmerizers?
So what he did, yes, Haygarth made wooden ones and painted them to look like metal so that people couldn't tell like which ones were real and which ones were fake.
Wow, that's a good paint job.
Right. And I don't know. Whatever. He made fake ones.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know.
Yeah.
And then, so they did like double blind tests where the subjects didn't know and the doctors didn't know if they had real ones or fake ones. Whatever.
So it was almost like a
good.
double blind as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and guess what? They healed the same amount of people. So, and that's kind of really all the further that they tested them back then.
This is giving very much Sam the Onion Man vibes.
Yes, from holes?
Yes.
Yeah. Just eat an onion and fix everything.
It'll fix everything.
It gives you your energy. You could climb a mountain. You could sit under a boat.
Yeah.
That was the peaches, though. I guess. No, he's eating onions too.
He was all onions.
It did save them from the lizards, though.
Did it?
Yeah, you didn't watch it?
I read
They were
it.
sitting in the hole with the lizards. Spoilers for holes.
Oh gosh, dude, come on! You can't.
I think I recently gifted that to my nephew. So sorry, buddy.
Well, you didn't say who was sitting.
Oh, I didn't.
Somebody was sitting. You're gonna have to watch it.
Yep, go check it out. Go
It's
read
a good
it.
one. It's a great one.
It is a really good one. Okay. Let's see. So there's all kinds of weird little examples of this kind of sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then, okay. They started to notice that this was a thing. And so we're like, okay.
Like if the general day?
The doctors, the general doctors,
okay.
I guess, the scientific community.
Gotcha.
So they started to set out to understand the effect itself. And because what's really useful about it, of course, is you can use it to treat people, right? It's not just like a weird thing that happens. It's like a way that you can benefit somebody, right? Like you can give them. So, okay, here's how medicine works, right? All medicines now are, when they're going through trials, they will be tested against a placebo. And the reason that you do that is you figure out how much of the effectiveness of this drug is attributed to the active ingredient versus the placebo effect. And really, this is where it gets pedantic. The placebo effect is one part of the placebo response, Daniel. And the placebo response is based on a few things. The like the effect itself, and just natural processes. Like if you wait long enough, your headache probably go away.
Right.
You wait long enough, your knee's going to heal itself. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like that kind of sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's like, oh, take this medicine for 30 days and it'll heal you. Is like, or the one that gets you is like, make sure you take this pill with a full glass of water. It's like, you're probably dehydrated is half the problem. So do you really need to do it with a whole glass of water? No, probably not, but it helps you not be dehydrated. You know what I mean?
It's all a sham. It's all a scam.
But the thing is, Daniel, it helps people. So like, yes, it is.
People that can't help themselves.
Well, they're trying to get help. I mean,
like, I know it's a. I'm gonna.
People are gonna like a jerk.
I am, but like for example, like the whole dehydration thing. Like they're feeling bad and they're like, "Oh, take this little pill with a full glass of water. Like, make sure you do, or whatever." Or like, maybe somebody's malnourished and they're like, "You got to take this pill with a
full meal, yeah,
with
a full meal. Stomach." Yep.
Like, just take better care of yourself. Like, eat a full meal. Like, don't go days without eating. Don't like drink proper water. Like, I just feel like
I know what you're saying. It
like
seems like
in those instances,
solution.
not every instance,
right.
But in those instances, it just feels like, yeah, I don't know. I see what they're doing, and yes, sometimes the solution is a lot simpler than we think.
Yeah,
but people do make big deals about it. But that's the only way they actually are going to do better, by like the placebo of the act of something.
They need outside help.
Yeah. I get it, but at the same time, it frustrates me a little bit. Like,
yeah, it's such a weird thing. But like, people that aren't. I'm sure people that aren't good water drinkers.
Oh, I'm one of them.
There you go.
I am 100% one of them.
So it's just like, oh, my head hurts. I don't know why I haven't drank water in 6 days. It's like, you're probably dehydrated.
Yeah.
You don't need an aspirin. You need a glass of water. Yeah. You know what I mean? But, in order to, whatever. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
It's built in to the treatment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to say, is the active ingredient will help. Like, you can picture it graphically. I got my fingers out. If this much is how effective it is with the
about 3 inches.
Yeah, with the actual medicine. And it's this much with the placebo.
About an inch and a half.
Like half, right? And you're like, oh, okay. We get like an extra 50% of the response that we're looking for, the treatment that we're trying to do from the active ingredient. But just administering it and getting the placebo right, because that's another thing, is you can kind of get it wrong. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you get the placebo effect right, you're getting all that extra, you're getting half of it, right? And that's important that people get that treatment.
This is just like a thought train that I had. If you don't know the answer, it's just a thought that I had. Do you think if they come up with something, and they're testing it against a placebo, and the placebo works 10% and the thing works like 90%, like it works a lot more?
Yep.
Does that make it more valuable? Therefore, the price of it is a lot more.
Maybe, depending on who comes up with it. And medicine law and patents and stuff like that is a whole different thing that I kind of don't want to talk about, because it's a mess.
Yeah.
But I have an example for you. Okay. I have one that does that.
Okay.
Penicillin.
The once miracle drug.
It works so good that it's way better than just the placebo of it. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, right?
Well, does it still? Or because I remember when it came out, it was
penicillin. Oh yeah. I mean, antibiotics. There's a whole bunch of different ones now, right? Because antibiotic resistance is a thing.
Yeah, that's
as a society. Blah blah blah. That's a different thing. I don't know much about it. But penicillin, like when it came out, like they just skipped the part where they did it against placebo stuff, because it just works so much better,
right? And
it just worked. So, does it cost a lot? I have no idea. Was it expensive back then? I have no idea.
I'm pretty. I don't know why. I feel like I have some kind of information about the penicillin. The guy that made it, like, did not want to charge for it or whatever. Like,
Yeah, maybe he did not patent it or
something crazy like that. But then, whatever. Like you said, that's a whole different other rabbit hole.
There's your sick almost fact of the day. Somebody did something with penicillin and it was crazy.
Whoa. I am not doing that one. I can promise you that.
Another example
Mm-hmm.
of one that was not as good as penicillin, but it showed a ton of promise like that and was really expensive was streptomycin was another antibiotic that they were trying to use to treat tuberculosis. And like when they first started to do the research on if it worked, right, testing it against a placebo,
Mm-hmm.
they tested like against, each had a group of 50 people. And in the first like 3 or 6 months, in the streptomycin group, like 4 people passed away.
Oh.
And then in the control group with the placebo,
Mm-hmm.
that's a control group, whatever, if that's not really the control, but kind of the placebo group, 15 passed away.
Oh.
So it looked like streptomycin was awesome. But then they
Okay.
extended the trials and kept going. And after the course of a year is about the same.
Mm.
So that's the other thing. It's called regression to the mean. That is another part of that placebo response, is just if you do something, you're going to get closer to the actual difference between how the two things work. It's kind of the most abstract part of the whole thing.
Mm.
So that's probably all we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because then I feel like I'm going to get lost in there. Like,
yeah. If you're a doctor, text Daniel.
do it. We'll talk it up.
Hit
Then
him
I'll
up
go
on
interview
Discord.
you, and then I will talk about it, get it all wrong, which will force you to
Uh-huh.
come onto the show
Oh.
to say it right.
Yeah. Come on to the show, doctors.
All them doctors. I know a couple of them.
Come on.
Maybe not doctors of medicine, but actually I do know.
I know one doctor,
I know one doctor of medicine.
not a medicine. I know one, I don't know if he's a doctor. I know somebody in the health industry.
I know,
Anyway.
yeah. I know a couple of people in the health industry.
Health is too broad. I know several. Whatever. We're moving on. I know people too, Daniel.
Depends on what you think of the health industry is.
Yeah, it can be pretty broad. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how it kind of actually works, and this is where it gets sciencey. Like we're done with history,
Okay.
but we're into science, and science is hard and weird. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of this mostly wrong, half right, whatever. It doesn't make sense to me because this is not my area of expertise.
But you said
not
it
many
in the
people's.
forefront. I am an expert.
Thanks, Daniel. Let's put that liability right back on top. Where's that liability? Somebody put it, gosh, squarely on my shoulders. Okay, so the thought was, dang it, I don't know how this works. Medicine's big, and they were doing a whole bunch of different things at one time, right? So they're trying to figure out, they noticed that it worked really good for pain.
Okay.
They know that, so that naturally they thought that it had something to do with the opioid system,
Oh.
because they knew opiates make people not hurt,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
all the ones that you're thinking of, I mean, other than just like the street stuff that's no bueno, doctors prescribe opiates
Mm-hmm.
for pain relief.
Mm-hmm.
It's how they work. It's part of the process. What if I told you this, Daniel? Endorphins are opiates.
Oh, I'd believe it.
I don't know why I was like, oh my gosh, I've not noticed that. It's got all the right Latin stems. They're in there. Endo means inside, and the fins is from like phene, like morphine.
Oh my.
Endorphin is just an inside.
You know what? I said I would believe it, but now you're breaking it down.
It's
I'm
like, oh my
oh,
gosh.
duh.
It's like it's staring you right in the face.
like you get just slap in the face, like, dude, I'm right here.
Yeah. So part of what endorphins do, like they make you feel better,
Yeah.
right? That's what everybody thinks. they're your part of it is they're your body's natural painkillers. And so what these do is endorphins bind to pain receptors.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're basically blocking your pain receptors from
Right.
firing. So
Kind of like how caffeine blocks your
whatever makes you feel sleepy.
right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Like it's not taking it away; it's just blocking it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Right,
exactly. I don't know why the other one that pops into my head. I'm sorry, everybody. I always thought it was really fascinating. The way that cyanide works is it blocks your ATP chain, so your body actually can't create any energy. So it just is like cuts off the power supply.
What?
There you go.
Is that why cyanide is so crazy?
Yeah, it just blocks your body's ability to produce energy at all. It just stops the ATP chain. Just boom.
That's even more terrifying to me now.
Yeah. I just always thought that was really interesting.
Oh,
So
that's
anyway,
bizarre.
that's your other factoid for tonight.
That blew my mind because I know like cyanide, like right. We've all heard of it, if not. But that's crazy, dude. That's scary.
Yeah, that's how it works. So, it's all about receptors and blocking them and putting stuff in places and whatever. So another way, so they kind of tested this against an opioid blocker. Have you heard of naloxone? Or maybe Narcan?
I think is that the gum one? Like where you put it on your mouth?
I don't know. I thought you it's like a spray up your nose.
Oh,
Narcan's the one that like you can get for free that you're like, they're like, carry it around. Like this is a city thing. This is the most city thing. You carry it around so if you see somebody overdosing on fentanyl, you can keep them from overdosing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You haven't heard that one?
No.
Yeah. If you like witness somebody doing that, you're supposed to administer the Narcan. And what it does is it goes in and it does the same thing. It goes into these receptors, blocks the opiate receptors. So that way the fentanyl, which is an opiate, can't do its thing.
Wait, it's free. Where do we get it?
I don't know.
Because honestly, like, dude, that stuff is scary.
It's crazy. And if you're spending time in the town, you might run across it at some point.
That's a good thing to have.
That's why they give it out for free. And all it does is it blocks your opiate receptors. So it's not like it's not like a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even if you like whatever, you blasted yourself for whatever reason.
Right.
Like it's not really going to do anything.
Just block your endorphins.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess the thing that it does too is it's a neutral blocker.
Okay.
Like where endorphins are like a positive blocker. They make you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
This just goes in and doesn't like kind of nothing.
Okay.
So you won't feel like a high and you won't feel pain. I guess. I don't know.
So like
I maybe should have said that. You might feel, but I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor. I told you this, everybody.
I'm meeting with my doctor friend on Monday. Maybe I'll talk to him about it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See
I'll
what's
come
up.
back maybe with more.
We're probably going to have to do a correction episode on this one because
I mean, this is
I
all
just am out of my element, man.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that this is even a thing.
I mean, it just goes to show, guys, we love learning. That doesn't mean we know it all.
I know. I don't know.
But we're just...
I figured I'd give it a go because this is interesting.
Of course.
It's definitely something you should go look into yourself.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And you're going to notice it now.
Yeah.
You're going to notice it now. But the interesting thing, again, they do PET scans. That's the one that scans your brain. And you can see when you're taking a placebo, you can see the opioid receptor activity responding to the placebo. You can see the endorphins being produced and doing their thing. So there is a biological, chemical, physical response to a placebo, even if you know it's coming. That's the part that just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But it's part of it. We'll talk about like the ethics in a second here after the science. I think
Mhm.
that probably
I-
we'll end off. But
It's kind of reminding me like Hair of the Dog.
yeah,
because I don't think it actually helps,
I don't know,
but people do it.
Yeah,
and it's just like, no, it's gonna make you feel better.
It's gonna make you feel better. Exactly. I mean, it's just there's so many examples of this stuff.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, I'm like, oh yeah, this and that
Yep.
and this and that.
Yep. Let's see. So again, part of this could just be conditioning. You're expected to go in, and some fancy doctor wearing fancy doctor clothes gives you a fancy medicine thing that does something, semi-magical, and it works, right?
Yeah.
So this is really interesting too. This is one of the, when they started doing this, one of the tests that they did, they test on lab rats all the time. One guy, he would administer, I don't know what it was, some kind of drug. He would inject it into rats, and it would make them like feel lethargic. That's what its active ingredient does.
Okay.
So he would do that, and he would do that, and he would do that, or whatever. And eventually he started just putting saline instead of this medicine, and the rats would get lethargic. They were conditioned to respond as if they had gotten the actual medicine.
Right.
We call it medicine.
Right.
So there is conditioning. Like, and if you tell me humans are like, oh, that's rats, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't think you're conditioned?
Yeah. You don't think you're going to to the hospital and they shoot you up with saline and then like, hey, this was a $50,000 medicine. Here's your bill. You
really want to get to the ethics part of this, don't you? I don't want to talk about the American healthcare system, Daniel. That's a different podcast.
Not ours.
We're all wrong. It's kind of wild. Somebody else talks about that. I don't think we're going to talk about it here. We will get there, Daniel. I promise. I know I don't either. We won't get that far into it. We'll just kind of glance it and get the people's curious flowing.
People what they want.
Give the people what they want. I don't even know what I was talking about when you. Oh, if you don't think that you're conditioned, like take a little pause, take a little meditation on your life, and think about the things that you go through. And tell me again if you don't think that you're conditioned. Like you absolutely do things in a way because of somebody else's influence, right?
I like to think that I walk this life in the beat of my own trumpet.
I know you do, Daniel. I know you do. And I would say that you do more so than a lot of folks.
But yeah, there's.
I mean, but
there's definitely things.
Why do you think people advertise?
Why do they advertise?
Yes, that's all it is so that way when sometime you get hungry, you go, huh, that sounds good. And then maybe it was a commercial you saw 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, Burger King's got chicken fries again. You know what I mean? I don't know that they do.
You can't say that because now we're conditioning our people
to question things.
Oh,
okay. I saved it.
Boom.
Oh, that was close. I'm just saying.
I see. Yeah.
It's just one of those things that your brain works the way it does. And like I'm telling you, yourself is different from your brain. Just think about it, Daniel.
I'm thinking. Do you not see the smoke coming up?
I do. You're sweating. Oh man. I think, okay. So then the last thing a little bit about the mechanism of kind of how it works. I should say too about like the chemical part, like the opiate response.
Mm-hmm.
They did so many tests on this kind of stuff. And they found out that it's not just the opiate system. It's also like the dopaminergic cycle and like the dopamine system.
That's a cool word.
Dopaminergic. Yeah, look into it. It's really interesting. Again, conditioning. Hello. Hashtag scroll all day. Ja feel. That's messing with your dopaminergic cycle. But anyway, yeah, that one was really interesting because like they're working with people with Parkinson's. People with Parkinson's are especially receptive, I think is the right word, responsive to the placebo effect.
Oh, okay.
Which is really, really strange. But it's because there's a part of their brain that just doesn't function quite right. It doesn't make dopamine properly. One of the things that dopamine does is it regulates body motion and movement.
Like it overproduces or underproduces?
Under.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's why people with Parkinson's will have tremors and stuff, is because their brain isn't producing enough dopamine. And so they get tremors.
Okay.
But when they're subject to a placebo, their brain, for whatever reason, I don't get it, produces dopamine. And the tremors will lessen. Oftentimes they're extra susceptible to it.
That's literally like mind over matter, right?
Yes, it is. But it's real. You know what I mean? It's physical. It's not just like, if you believe in your heart of hearts, Dan, you could be anything. You know what I mean? It's just like your brain is a powerful, weird, crazy thing.
No, yeah.
So yeah, I'm so with you on that. It blows my mind. Okay. I think it's time then, Daniel.
Oh, are we going to play a game? Oh,
we're not, but that sounds fun. I don't know what game.
The placebo game.
The placebo game.
While you keep going, I'm going to look up a placebo game. Go.
Okay. I think it's time, Daniel, to talk about the opposite of a placebo.
An obiclap. Obiclap.
No, but I like where your head's at. You got to think in Latin, though.
It was oblaclaco. Clabo.
Touche. Like pre-Italian, right? Yours with the Italian fingers.
Oblaclabo.
Gosh dang. Oh, something like that. No, actually, Daniel, it's the nocebo, which to me sounds like the worst name ever. Except for it's not just like a yes and no. It actually comes from the Latin root for like noxious. Yeah, nocebo, which is, Daniel, you want to take a guess?
Take a guess for what?
What a nocebo is?
Like,
I say it's the opposite, but like, what does that mean to you?
Just like a drug, like the actual drug or the actual thing?
Nope. Think nocebo response. So this is if you believe it, you will experience it in a negative way. So if I say, here's this actual real drug, and the side effects are nausea, heartburn, indigestion, you know what I mean?
Upset silent diarrhea.
Yay. They don't sponsor us, so they don't get it. They don't get it said.
But if you did, you still no. We'd mess it up so bad.
I thought it sounded pretty good. That was our audition. But if somebody gave you that and said, this is an actual medicine, it is real. However, there are side effects that you need to know of. Here you go. You, just by telling you that, you are more susceptible to those side effects. You are more likely to experience nausea, heartburn, indigestion. Which this is where you kind of start getting into
hypochondriacs.
Yes, this is WebMD. This is self. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is really interesting because I'm going to need to do a bonus episode on what is it called? Mass psychogenic illness, which is basically mass hysteria. So this is like there's stories of school kids in Nepal that would just like pass out, like they would faint
Mm-hmm.
and like convulse and have visions and stuff like that with like, and then it would happen to somebody else, and then it happened like it was a chain event, and it was shutting schools down. And there's basically like nothing behind it, no pathogens, no bacterias, no nothing.
It's just a fad,
It was
dude.
just that's what I'm talking about. Yes, it's just like people act weird sometimes in a group, or there's like there's some really fun stories of like a lady who couldn't stop dancing, and then other people joined her, and they couldn't stop dancing until it was like hundreds of people. So anyway, if that sounds interesting, I'll do a bonus episode.
It sounds very
mass
interesting.
psychogenic illness.
Like those people that just decided to invest so they can have a good retirement, and then everybody else started to invest in stuff to have a better retirement.
Can you imagine how ridiculous?
Ridiculous those people.
Let's turn this mass hysteria around. Yeah, what is hysteria if it's good? Is there like a good version?
No stereo.
No hysteria is good because it's the opposite. Yeah, why not? Oh man.
Have you seen Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
I love the part where he's like, the doctor said I have hypochondria. And he's like, I have to take these placebos. I have to be on them for the rest of my life. That's all I'm thinking about.
My
this
gosh.
whole thing.
That's really good. Oh man, that's a good show. I did not like it as a kid for some reason. Whatever, because I was little and it was older than me. Like the characters and stuff, I didn't get it. And then watching it as an adult, I was like, wow, this is pretty good,
dude. It's so wholesome. I honestly
really good.
recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not
sponsored, but we'll talk about that. That is, good show.
Okay, so there's just so many examples of it working like across just all kinds of different stuff. Sports and I don't know. Sports is a good one because it's a very physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
The mass psychogenic illness is a big thing. It goes further, right, than just health stuff. And right before we get to that, I think let's talk the ethics real quick, because we talked about the nocebo. It's really, really weird, Daniel, because doctors and medicines and you know what actually inspired this episode?
What's that?
Wegovy and Sky Rizzy.
Sky Rizzy makes me laugh every single time.
Sky Rizzy. Talk to your doctor about whatever it does. Crohn's disease, I think. I'm like watching my Amazon Prime, being like, what is it about the things that I watch where they're like, we need to tell this guy about Wegovy and Sky Rizzy. So,
who chose that name, dude? Like
Sky Rizzy. Ow!
Like,
I don't know.
This medicine has Riz, dude. It has so much Riz.
Yeah,
it's in the sky.
Ain't gonna know
Sky
what's up.
Rizzy.
That's exactly it. That was the intern. Corporate says we have to incorporate their inputs more. You're naming the medicine because it doesn't matter. Sky Rizzy.
Oh my god.
Not sponsored. But anyway, those commercials come up like all the time, because even though you pay for Amazon Prime and it used to be no commercials, now there's commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And every time it's Wegovy. I'm telling you, it's every time.
You know which one gets me?
Not one of those two?
the oh my gosh, is it JLP?
That's Wegovy.
Is it?
Yeah, GLP-1.
Yeah, GLP-1.
Yeah. So like, here's Serena Williams. She needed to lose 40 pounds. I'm like, did she really? I think she's probably okay.
Yeah. It gets me every time because I see JLP and all I can think of is jelp. And it's like, is jelp a word?
Yeah, that's Wegovy. Yeah.
So just reminds me of The Office. Is jelp a word?
Gosh dang. Oh man. So I saw on there, and I just think it's so weird. The United States, I'm pretty sure, is the only country that does that, where they advertise prescription medicines to the public. Like, Daniel, do you really need to see an ad about Crohn's disease?
No.
And if you had an issue, you know what you'd do?
Go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor, and they'd be like, guess what you need? Skyrizi, as they put their shades on. You know what I mean? I just think it's weird. And of course, during that, they have to tell you about the inspiration. Like right at the beginning, it's like it gives you the placebo stats at the bottom. And it was like, if you take it, like you could take a placebo. If you take I'm telling you all right now, if you take a placebo, you will lose 5 pounds. Just, Daniel, this placebo, take it. That is your placebo. You will lose 5 pounds. That was their stat. And it was like the number of people that like placebo versus the medicine, like they all lose 5 pounds. If you just do anything, you'll lose 5 pounds. And then like it goes more from there, right? And a placebo is less effective than the medicine. The medicine does actually do something. But anyway, I was like, wow, that's weird. So that got me inspired on this. But there's always a section at the end where they're like, the guy's like, no, you're gonna die. You might lose your house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They speed it up way at the end, but they have to tell you the side effects. And they have to tell you every side effect that anybody who's taken the medicine has ever had. Anything. If anything came up, they have to say it. But if they say it, you are more likely to experience it. Which is just a mess. Right? Like,
so if somebody experienced like, I don't know, like they use this product and they got leprosy.
Yeah, I mean,
they have to put it in there. Despite
I think
the
so.
fact that the leprosy had nothing to do with it.
I don't fully know the nuances of that, but something tells me, yeah, probably.
You can experience leprosy.
Dude, if you pay attention to those, it's like, what?
Yeah.
And almost all of them have death.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you're like, I don't want to take Wegovy if it's going to kill me.
Right.
So just know. If somebody tells you, then you're more likely.
We should just do a commercial where it's like do life and all the effects of life.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, I bet, yeah.
That's basically what they're saying. Like, this is what happens if
like
you live
anything
life.
could happen. We don't know. Like, here's what the active medicine does, and anything else could happen. Just so you know. Heads up. But I always thought that's interesting. And it gets more difficult from there. So now, okay, the commercial is one thing, but like your doctor is another, right? Mm-hmm. Your doctor is also legally required to tell you the side effects. They're also legally allowed to administer a placebo to you. But they cannot prescribe you a placebo without your consent. And if there's some other treatment that like past clinical trials, it does work, they can't withhold treatment from you. So if there's nothing else really that's made for this, they can give you a placebo, but only with your consent.
Then,
right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. What would you say if your doctor's like, I'm gonna give you a placebo?
I'd be like, no thanks.
You'd be
I'll
like,
just
give me
go home.
I'll take a nap.
Yeah.
Let me try to find something for you real quick.
Okay.
Here, Daniel. All right, I just sent Daniel a link. Daniel, tell me what that is.
Zebo tablets. Pure, honest placebo. It's a dietary supplement. 45 white tablets.
For $25. Where at?
Amazonian.
You can go to Amazon and buy placebo pills.
What's in this? It's 250 milligrams of what?
This is probably inert stuff. Sugar.
Product benefits. It promotes well-being.
It's a placebo. It doesn't do anything, right? But it does. How? This is crazy. This is the wildest thing I think I've seen in a while, for sure.
Guys, don't worry. Sorry if I'm coming out mean and rude, but this placebo is halal and kosher
I
safe.
saw that. Vegan, gluten-free. Actually doesn't say that, so it might not be. I have no idea.
It's just,
I don't know what's in it. I don't know what it is.
It's not about that it's halal and kosher. It's just the ridiculousness of it, like that they're selling something that truly does nothing is crazy to me.
Ingredients: microcrystalline cellulose.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Indications for increased well-being and to promote your best self.
Wait. There might be a redeeming factor here.
Uh-huh.
In the item details, it says age range description.
Okay.
It says kid.
Yeah, it does. Why?
I'm guessing this is for parents when their kids either something goes wrong or like they're feeling bad,
tummy hurts.
But the parents don't want to give them like
actual
medicine. They give them this.
Interesting. Parents, my people that are parents, let me know what you think about giving your kids placebos.
I'd be very interested to see what our friend.
Interesting. It also does have a legal disclaimer on here that you can't. It says use Zebo without deceit.
Does it really?
Yes.
I don't see parents using it without deceit because if I were a parent, and please parents, I urge you to reach out and tell me. Curious. Yeah.
I have no idea how I feel about it.
I feel like I would be like, oh man, my kid is like, has a headache or has a tummy ache, but I know for a fact it's not, being a parent, like if I was a parent, you'd be like, okay, no, you don't.
This isn't this case. It's a different one.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to withhold, right. Again, you're not going to withhold medical treatment for them if they need something.
But you're going to be like, oh, here, take this,
Yeah, take
so
this, go to school.
It's very interesting. I'd be very curious, like you said, would a parent actually give this to the kid?
Let me know.
Because that changes everything. Like the fact that I saw the age range description.
That is a very, very interesting take. And it tells you they look like real pills.
Yep.
On purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing. You know what you are taking. That is the point. No deception, no false promises, just your mind and body and Zebo. It is vegan. It's made in the USA. I kind of love this. I kind of want to try it.
On whomst?
Me.
If
I'm like, I'm just dragging today. I need a little pick me up. I don't know.
Like, I'm going to be like, man, I don't feel that swole today. I'm just going to.
And you'd be like, I can pick up anything. Microcrystalline cellulose. I don't know what that is.
Oh, look,
vegan,
they have different.
Lactose-free,
they have
gluten-free.
pill form
and gluten-free. Dang it.
I like how the different tablets. They have the circular ones. They have the case ones, the oblong ones.
Oh, the capsules are way cheaper. Huh.
But the capsules also look more medicinal, I guess.
The blue and white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like real pills.
Mm.
And honestly, they're probably in pill casings. They're just nothing. They're just inert ingredients in there. I thought this was phenomenally interesting.
Yeah.
100%. You can buy placebos on Amazon. So there you go. Parents, let us know what you think. I think that is the most interesting. That is the most interesting thing I've heard in a minute. So, like the ethics of it again, right?
Right.
Just a very interesting place it puts doctors. And there's an article. I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, but there was like a court case that this just muddies the water so much more, that they did determine that a doctor can withhold details about side effects if they're determined that the pros outweigh the cons by a lot and that there's no other treatment. So it's like, this will make your hand grow back. You might sneeze once. You probably don't need to tell them that.
That's an extreme. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as I can think of.
I see where it's like the quality of life outweighs the effect, right?
The side effect, the negative side effect.
The negative side effect.
Mm-hmm. Like, you might have, a little bit of aches and pains, but you'll be able to walk.
Yeah.
Like your back pain will go away till you can walk, or whatever. There's probably so many weird, interesting places where this could come up in the doctor's office. I can't even imagine.
Now that makes me wonder if I've ever. You said the doctor has to tell you that it's a placebo?
Yeah. You have to agree to it. They cannot issue it with deceit. That's the law.
But if they do and you catch it?
If they do tell you that it's a placebo?
No, if they don't tell you it's a placebo and you find out.
They could probably get in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of rules that doctors have to follow. I mean, people are people. They may or may not follow all of the rules. Right. Sure. I mean, that goes for anybody in an authority position.
Yeah.
They may or may not be following the rules. But yeah, they're supposed to. I think though, Daniel, the conversation that I want to take us out on is kind of what you've been alluding to the whole time is it's really easy to just look at it and be like, nah, that's a hippie thing. But like, think about how impactful your own perspective and your thoughts, feelings, what you're exercising and thinking to yourself about a situation or whatever, how much of an impact you have on the outcome of a situation or your own life.
Yeah.
Like you were telling me at the beginning, you just tell yourself not to be sick. And I don't know. You were very rarely sick, my friend.
Yeah.
That is true. You're not immune.
No.
You're not immune.
No.
But I did learn at one point too, is like somebody said it. I don't remember when. It was like in the weirdest thing, like hunter safety.
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest thing when I was doing my hunter safety class when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10 or whenever you do that, 11.
Oh, I don't know.
And it's where you can go hunting, right? I remember him saying like illness is 90% mental.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one thing, but if just like, it's the perspective on what kind of day are you going to have when you wake up and you're like, today's going to suck. You know what today's probably going to do? Suck.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But if you go in,
you prime yourself for that.
Exactly. Like you have a say in how you experience things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty wild. It's very profound. Kind of eye-opening.
No, for sure.
To me. Like, I don't know. It all just feels like mumbo jumbo hippie stuff, but I think in a lot of ways it's very, very real.
No, and you know, I know we joked and I joked around a lot, but it's true. Like endorphins are a thing, right? And that's what you were saying, like placebo and everything. But like for me, for instance, I could be having a bad day or whatever and choose to go on a run.
Yep.
Or play D&D or come do the podcast because guess what? All of a sudden my mood's going to get better because guess what? This is what I enjoy doing, you know, and stuff like that. You know, spend time with my wife, you know, like stuff that gets me out of it, but it's all about perspective and endorphins. And it's like, if your thing is like, I know it's weird to think about, but like if you truly love working, right? And you're feeling down or whatever, and you're like, I'm just going to go to work and like focus on my stuff. and all of a sudden you just feel better.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You're just feeling those endorphins for the thing that you like doing.
And you know why? You're just framing the expectation.
Yeah.
It is the placebo effect. You expect it to, hey, I'm going to go in if I do some things, you know, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel productive.
Yep.
This is going to be awesome. And hopefully you go in with my two. If I don't, that's okay. We can pivot. We can do some other things, because then you could set yourself up for the opposite effect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you kind of visualize your success, you too can be, I don't know. We just watched the episode of Malcolm in the Middle, where Hal becomes a motivational speaker. So,
dude, Malcolm is
good.
So good.
It's so good.
Have you seen the new?
Yeah, we just watched it.
I haven't.
It was good. It was really good.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we are not like, we are watching Malcolm. Apparently, my wife has never seen Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
so we're like watching it, and like I try to put it on like while we do other things, right? But she's like, no, I've not seen this.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
I need to actually watch it. So we're gonna have to focus on. I'm like, oh,
yep, we just watched.
So good.
Watched it so we could watch the new stuff.
Nice.
But anyway, to some degree, manifestation. I'm doing air quotes because to some degree, it's real. Framing expectations and executing on them, it's real. Like you have a say.
Yeah.
You have a say in your own life.
Yeah.
And probably the last thing I'm going to say, just because it might half bug you. I thought it was very interesting. I heard a thing today that's talking about, if you have like if you have a physical job, go home and do something mental, like to kind of keep your energy and whatever, to make yourself feel satisfied.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then if you have a mental job, go do something physical when you're done with work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do something different. And what he said was, I use my mind a lot at work. So when I get home, I run so I can get out of my head and into my body.
I vibe with that.
That's nice, huh?
I vibe with that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I vibe with that a lot.
And ultimately he's talking about endorphins.
Yeah.
So yourself is not your brain. It's not your mind. It's not your body.
I don't like.
And that's what I'll leave you with, Daniel.
I don't like it, but I appreciate it. And it's awesome.
Oh man. Daniel, I can't imagine all the things that got wrong in this one. Again, I'm not a doctor. Not a doctor. I very, very, very much encourage everybody to research things, to research things on this topic, on medicine, on health. Taking care of yourself is a big deal, physical and mental.
Yep.
So, find what works for you.
I agree.
It's very, very important. Because take care of yourself so you can take care of others, right?
That's
kind of the thing.
That's for sure.
So, text Daniel if I got anything wrong. Parents, let us know if you would give your kids a placebo. And
I'm very curious.
I'm so curious.
I'm so curious that I'm not even going to wait for responses.
I'm going to start texting people.
Yeah, I truly am.
Yeah, no, I think that's, I hear you. So please, let us know. Instagram, we plug that, Doing Learning Pod, patreon.com/doing learning, where hopefully I would do an episode on mass psychogenic illness, aka hysteria. Discord, come chat with Daniel next week.
Yeah.
Or this is going to take a couple weeks to set up. By the time the folks hear this, the next time that they could interact would be the following week. We'll see you later. Just get
on the 14th.
This publishes on the 14th.
So if you're listening on the 14th at night.
In the morning.
Because this publishes in the morning.
Yes. So if you've listened to this, hopefully by the time we record on the 14th, you still got a chance.
Yeah, you still got a chance.
Hop on, chat with Daniel, distract him. It'll be his week. You just
Yeah.
really mess him up. That'll be awesome.
Honestly, I think I
That'd
would.
be kind of fun.
It would be really fun. I would interact with you with the chat. I will promise that if you ever message me on my week, I will interact with you and you will hear me interact with you a week from that day.
I love how that sounded kind of like a threat. If you do this, this will happen.
I think it would be fun. I don't know
I think it'd be fun too.
if somebody will be up to doing that, but listeners out there, beware
Try it.
because I will interact with you.
Watch yourselves, everybody. But in the meantime, remember, I'm not a doctor. I don't know if Daniel is. Secretly.
Doctor of Awesome.
Dr. Awesome Daniel. Awesome.
Actually, I'd be a
No.
terrible doctor.
You'd lose focus. Probably.
What's under doctor? A master?
Yeah.
What's under that?
Bachelor?
And what's under that?
Associate? I'm just going with degree names here.
Okay, what's under that?
High school diploma.
What's adjacent to that?
GED.
And what's under that?
Uneducated officially.
I'm slightly above that.
You lost me.
I'm just kidding. I'm joshing with
just
you.
above that, Daniel. It's not a very good title. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'll leave you with this. One other placebo I didn't mention was fake surgeries where they would cut people open and stitch them back
Get
up.
out of here. Guys,
And on that note, go do your own research. go to the Patreon, sign up for bonus episodes. Go do your own research. Stay curious. I'm not kidding.